Dog kept staring at the beggar for days, but the reason shocked everyone. At the corner near the bakery, a beggar sat every day. He didn't say much. His head was always down. People passed by without stopping. Some gave him coins. Most looked away. Then one day, a stray dog appeared. The dog wasn't aggressive. He didn't beg for food. He just sat across the street and stared at the man. He came back the next day and the next, always staring, always quiet. At first, people ignored the dog too, but after a week, they noticed the pattern. The same dog, the same spot, the same stare. Some began whispering, "Why does the dog keep watching him?" A few people stopped and stood beside the dog. One young woman finally sat next to the man and offered help, but the man didn't speak. He didn't look well. The woman called the police for help, but what the officers found out about the man left everyone speechless. When the police arrived, they gently spoke to the man. He was quiet at first. He seemed scared. One officer knelt beside him and said, "We're here to help." Slowly, the man pulled a small, worn-out wallet from his coat. Inside was an old photo and a faded ID card. The officer looked at it and froze. The man's name was Thomas Ray, a former soldier. He had served in the army years ago. He had once been strong, proud, and respected. But after returning from war, Thomas had trouble adjusting to normal life. He had no family left, no job, and no one to turn to. Bit by bit, he had disappeared from the world. The officer stood up and looked at the people gathering nearby. "This man is a veteran," he said. "He fought for this country." Gasps filled the air. People looked at Thomas differently now. Their eyes were no longer full of judgment, but full of sorrow and guilt. "And the dog?" the officer asked. "Do you know this dog?" Thomas shook his head. "No," he whispered, "but he's been watching me." Every day, a vet tech who had come with the police scanned the dog for a microchip. It beeped. The dog had a name, Buddy. They called the number listed on the chip. An old woman answered and came rushing to the scene. She had tears in her eyes as soon as she saw the dog. "He ran away months ago," she said. "But my husband, before he died, he trained Buddy to watch over those who looked sad or lost. He always said, 'Buddy knows who needs help.'" Everyone went quiet. The stray dog wasn't just sitting there. He was waiting. He was watching someone who had been forgotten. Thanks to Buddy, Thomas was no longer invisible. A local shelter stepped in to help. A veterans group offered housing and counseling. People from the town brought warm clothes, food, and even a new blanket for Buddy. Thomas slowly began to smile again, and Buddy never left his side. What started as a silent stare became a loud reminder to everyone. Sometimes the kindest heart doesn't speak. It just sits, waits, and sees what others ignore.